Is there anything that we wanted to talk about that maybe they didn't talk about, or just
When's the next anabolic cookbook 10K challenge?
Coach Greg, and I'm here with
Will Tennyson.
We are going to be answering all your questions. I asked my fans, Will's fans, what do you guys want to know? And so we're going to go through these questions and answer your questions. Are you ready?
Totally ready.
All right, let's see. Some are going to be funny, some are going to be serious, so we'll just see what happens here. Allie gives Will a new puppy reaction video.
What?
I believe this person wants Allie, my girlfriend who's watching, to give Will a puppy and see his reaction.
That's the video that somebody wants to see.
They want to see Will's reaction to getting a new puppy. Would you ever consider getting a new puppy? I mean, we've lost all of them.
Holy shit, Ollie, I didn't know you could move a car.
Is that something that you would want in the future?
I feel like I can't right now, but definitely
It's too
down the road. Yeah, I feel like I don't know, just not yet. Doesn't feel like the right time for me.
Yeah, so he's not ready for it yet. I know Allie, we have a few that they're barely holding on, a couple. So and you're already wanting extra before we even have, you know.
I like my number 9 in the house.
So we
You guys
have
have a zoo, and you have a zoo at your house.
we have 9 official animals, and we have how many fosters right now? 3 or 4?
We have 4.
One that's leaving soon, and 3 smaller little skittens.
Yeah.
So yeah, we have a lot of animals. It's tough to lose a pet. I mean, you're with them forever. We've had animals for like 15 years. Some
What
of them
kind
are
of
15
dog
years.
would you want a different breed or
Yeah,
the
definitely.
same? Yeah,
I'd say a different breed, but like small. I like the small dog. Yeah,
me too.
and not doesn't shed.
Yeah.
Hyperallergenic. Is that what it's called? Hyperallergenic.
Yep.
Yeah.
What about cats?
Katie loves cats.
Naked cat, a sphinx.
We've got lots of cats.
The cats are great too. They're just like
I
dogs.
like
sometimes.
cats, but I feel like cats are not as like. Maybe I just don't know, but they're not as like personal with.
Needs
like
a
as
baby
dog.
Nakey.
Some are.
Will needs a baby
Yeah.
Nakey.
It depends on the cat. A lot of them are very independent, but there are some cats that are clingy like dogs.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, baby Nakey rub up on my face all day long and want to sit on you and want to cuddle you all the time, follow you around, just like a dog. 100%.
Even a pig I might need to get.
Gertie's like a dog. 100%.
Dog.
Does tricks and stuff, likes to be around other
It's
animals.
so funny.
Do a cook-off with Will, both amazing chefs, taste test afterwards. Okay, well, first of all, I'm not an amazing chef. Will is, I am not. I'm good at making recipes simple enough for normal people who don't know how to cook.
I think
Will,
we both have
Will
we have our
chef.
like you're a better anabolic cook than me. I think you're better like kind of like coming up with these like ideas. Like the donut, we had a donut from his cookbook coming out. Those were a 10 out of 10.
The donut was ridiculous.
Yeah,
It's
I would
amazing.
never have, I would never have thought to do that. But like I cook like more like traditional stuff.
Like, will use a bunch of herbs and spices. I watch his videos, and we'll use herbs and spices, and it's this and this, that, and I'm like, I couldn't do that. But my recipe is just so basic. I think because I can't cook, it makes me a better cook. I'm like a cook for dummies.
Yeah.
If we had to be on a Chef Ramsay show, I'm done on the first day, but Will could hang in
You
there.
leave the kitchen so messy, man.
That is for sure.
Joke. I'm like cleaning it for like an hour.
I can't make things pretty, but I can make them taste good. So to me, that's all that counts. We need you guys to finally discuss opening a chain of anabolic restaurants.
I actually texted him. I texted you about that a while ago.
Absolutely did. And I was saying I would love to do it. It's just the work required, the extra work. Like, I don't think people understand how much work it is to do like a supplements, a cookbook, or this. Every new thing takes up hours of your day, making videos and content. Some of you don't know, I have literally 51 videos in the queue that are done. So like, you think that we're not that busy? That's a lot of videos.
But an anabolic restaurant is definitely needed.
I would love to have it. It's like we just went to eat and there was no sour cream.
This guy asked for
free,
light sour cream
and there's no
at
light
Chipotle.
mayo, and it's
Yeah.
like, why can't we have that?
I thought you were gonna ask for Greek yogurt instead of sour cream.
I would love to have a Greek yogurt.
Yeah.
It's just assumed that they wouldn't even have it. I would shop at my store.
Oh, I would
don't
too,
know if
yeah.
everyone else would. I don't know. We kind of think that like the whole world is thinking like healthy and protein and building muscle, but most people go to fast food. They just want pickle pizza.
Get the air fryer up.
Make him do a train and eat like a bodybuilder for 30 days transformation. I'd love to see that. Well, actually, you're planning on doing something like that for a lot more than 30 days.
Yeah, I actually want to do a show. I said on my channel, I would never do a show ever because I just didn't believe in it. But I've just been like, I want to do it because I'm afraid to do it, and I want to do it because I don't think I can do it.
It's a great
That's
challenge.
the biggest thing because I feel like my appetite's like ridiculous, as you know. And I feel like I wouldn't be able to stick to it, so I just want to challenge myself and do it.
The way I see it is, if I could do it, you could do it. Like, I don't know anyone that ate as bad as me when I was growing up. It was all junk food and chicken nuggets and donuts and french fries and junk. And I just completely changed, did a 180. Eat healthy. And now that I have my anabolic cookbook, I find it helps a lot. Like low calorie filling recipes. It's not as hard as it looks, but it is hard at the end.
Yeah.
Juji. You know who I mean, right?
Yeah, you sent me the video. Yeah.
Jujumufu, he did a show. He did his first show, 5th place at the Mr. Olympia Amateur. So he loved the challenge of it. It's so hard, but because it's so hard, that makes it that much more fun. If it was easy, well, everyone would do it. So just the challenge of that, you learn so much about yourself.
And I miss that competitive nature from growing up playing sports, and then I wanted to compete in something. So I want to do it.
So hopefully he gets to it. I'm going to coach him through it. We're going to help him try to get shredded and take on that challenge, see how he does on stage. You never know. Maybe he'll do great, amazing. And if he doesn't, it doesn't matter. As long as he's the best version of himself, that's all that really counts.
Exactly.
Can you talk about cardio and health? How is it that so many people in the fitness industry only talk about growing muscles instead of a holistic approach in which you include a couple hours per week to become fit instead of just becoming big? Like, I feel like we both promote cardio.
I think a lot of people do.
You know,
like
it's more trending now. I think in the past, maybe not so much, but what do you see?
I think there's a big shift, and like a lot of people are like, get your steps in now and just like get moving. I feel like I just think the whole cardio aspect in general, I think the more like it goes kind of like with the balance of like your calories, like going out to eat, enjoying yourself, having like, you know, a balanced diet kind of goes with like making fitness a lifestyle and like making, you know, going cardio, not just focus solely on just trying to get as big as you can, but also just being overall healthy.
And I've talked to a lot of people, and I know they promote cardio. Even like Ian Valair, he's in the Mr. Olympia. He promotes cardio. We all promote cardio. It's about balance. Back in the day, it was more like you can't do cardio, you lose all your muscle. You got to eat big to get big. But I don't think people see that anymore.
I think all these like myths are busting now. And then
absolutely. So I would have to say that at least both of us definitely promote cardio. I don't know how many times I've said do 150 minutes of cardio a week, and Will's doing cardio and he's doing steps and he's promoting fitness, and it's not just about having big muscles. I think I've said the heart's the most important muscle in the body. Like
it's like my hoodie. Just because girls can't see your heart doesn't mean you shouldn't train it.
Absolutely. So there you have it. How frame affects your physique? Because Will is a lot lighter than he looks. Well, first of all, Ali just met Will for the first time. Did you find he was lighter than he looks? Like, he's 193 pounds, just under 6 feet tall. So we weigh the same. I'm about 5 inches shorter, 6 inches shorter.
No, I thought he looked exactly the way I thought he would look. I didn't know his weight, but
I think what it was is I didn't actually like train my legs as hard as my upper body. So my upper body looked bigger than like 180 because my legs were a lot smaller, but now my legs have catched up. That I actually think I look now the same size as like kind of like what I portray, like my weight wise.
I'm trying to figure out what he means by that. How frame?
I think he's basically saying like I look bigger than my weight, and like got my.
So basically, frame. Will looks a lot bigger than he. Yeah. So you answered it well. So because his legs are not massive, then if he had the legs that were as big as his upper body, he'd probably weigh 210. But like, I think a lot of people assume that if you have any kind of muscle that you're at least 200 pounds.
Yeah,
and it's such a big myth. 6 foot tall and 180 pounds of muscle when you have like abs is a big guy. Yeah. Like, people are just brainwashed because they see all the pros and they see how heavy they are for how much they like their height to weight ratio. But most people aren't that big. So people got to stop thinking that you need to be 200 pounds to actually have a good body, because you absolutely don't.
Especially naturally.
Oh, absolutely. To be 200 pounds and 6 foot natural, that's a friggin' jack guy. You got to train serious and have great genetics. You guys should do a taste test challenge together like he does with his sisters.
So we just did one literally, 20 minutes ago?
Literally
20 minutes ago.
And I wasn't very good at it.
You got one right?
I got one right.
One right.
That's not that great. Yeah. But we did it. Gotta measure the arm to calf ratio with him to make sure that you guys are up to Arnold standards, of course. So the joke is, I keep making fun of Arnold.
Isn't it the arms have to match the calves?
Arms and calves the same size. I'm thinking, who has calves as big as the biceps?
Definitely not me.
I certainly don't. Do we have a measuring tape?
I don't.
I guess we can't do that. But
actually, you know what? I might. 1 sec.
Okay.
Or just like a string, because you don't need exact measurements. Just
we can string it out. Let's just grab this cord.
You don't need to like actually know the actual measurement, but just how close they are.
All right, arm out. And flex, let's see. All right.
18.
We're gonna go with 18.
18 and a half-ish.
And that's right there. And so let's measure the calf. Put one leg up. Put one up here. All right, so is it going to be...
About 19 and a half.
So we're down about a couple inches smaller.
Are you serious?
Yeah, calf's about 1.5 inches, 2 inches smaller. Okay, or just put it up on the yeah, like here. Compare the. Oh, it's not touching on this side. There we go.
Okay.
Okay, and yep, just pin it where it was.
Okay, right there. Right here.
Okay, and then.
You're like right there, man.
So I'm almost on?
Yeah.
I'm surprised.
You are.
Close, so a bit smaller.
Barely.
So there you have it, people. So you made fun of my small calves. They're not as small as you thought.
Mine are smaller than I thought.
Really?
Damn, man.
Coach, okay, talk to Will about how he should become an IPB pro. Prep for a show at least once. I bet people, including myself, would like to see him on stage competing. Well, we kind of just answered that. He is planning on actually
But I have no
competing.
calves, so I have no hope. I can't do it.
But according to Arnold, you need to have the same size calves as biceps, so he just shouldn't compete.
How much are implants?
I'm not aware of what they would cost.
I'm gonna look into that.
Ali would
before I-
probably
You're
understand
looking at
that.
me.
You're the implant expert on pricing.
Yeah.
You probably have it all marked out. And it says, become an IPB pro. Okay, you don't need to be an IPB pro to be like worthy. You can compete without the ambition of being a pro. Just doing a show, like just because you're competing doesn't mean your goal should be to be a pro. You can just compete. Like you can do.
I can go to be a pro.
Your girlfriend's trying to be she's doing a marathon. Doesn't mean she needs to do the Boston. She doesn't need to do the Olympics. She can just like train, do a marathon, enjoy it, and that's it. You don't need to be a pro. Like if you do the show and you want to keep getting bigger and better, then of course. Make donuts together. Discuss regrets during respective fitness journeys.
We made donuts and they were really good.
So literally that's been done. And discuss regrets during respective fitness journeys.
Oh, I got one. I'd say my biggest regret was when
Next time on Coach Greg.
I think my calves would need 10 grams of tren.
Probably.
man.
You would need to take everything and everything under the sun, and I don't think he would have the genetic potential to reach that much more muscle. You never know until you try it, but like not everyone can get that big.
That hurt.
What's that?
That hurt. Come on.
Oh, that hurt.
Yeah.